So what build am I running? Well, I'm going to show you a build that I pretty much credit to another content creator here on YouTube who made a build that actually does this amount of damage. Now, the build is very straightforward in a sense, but the requirements are quite tricky to get. So I credit InigoMontoya TV, who is somebody that I've been watching for even before I started doing YouTube. I've been watching his content on Twitch and also here, and he does some really good stuff. So thanks for showing this build off, and I'm going to show my version of the build, which is significantly different from his, and I'll tell you why I've decided to run, my build the way I want to run it, because that's the beauty of the division. People share builds, and sometimes their versions of the build may not suit your playstyle. You would have to develop from there and build what actually suits you. So that's the beauty of this, of the whole community working on sharing their ideas together. So I have my mask, which is a China Light Industries mask. It's got hard hitting, and it's got 1 electronics and 1 health. I also have a backpack here that has hard hitting and safeguard. I'm still running safeguard because I just want to. I really like killing a target grants 75% bonus to repairing and healing effects for 10 seconds. There's no talent in the game that does this amount of bonus repair just on the fly. So which other talent am I gonna get that would do this? Well, safeguard does that when it comes to healing and mitigation, and so that's why I'm running it. Now in Inigo's build, he runs on the ropes, so I'll recommend that you actually watch his video and compare both builds, and you see whichever one actually works for you. Now this is Unstoppable Force for my chest piece, which is a Fenris chest piece. It's got some weapon damage and some critical hit damage and extra bonus armor. It's a 461 gear score. Gear score really doesn't make a difference, honestly, because I've seen some 4 whatever gear scores, high gear scores that don't even match up to some of my 450 items. So don't let gear score fool you. Focus on the stats. And it also fortunately has damage to elite. So this chest piece is packing, man, and I didn't roll it, just came like this. And so I've had to build around it, and Fenris gives me 10% extra assault rifle damage, and I'm a survivalist, so I'm getting a whole bunch of it, and I'm getting 10% protection from elites because I'm running 2, and then I'm going to run on my holster filler up. I had to roll this on here. Now I've been running this talent, and somebody spoke about it on the channel too, and we had like a short acknowledgement of how good this talent is, and I'm going to show you what it does. Let me just stop here, and I'm just going to show you. So it doesn't even really matter what NPCs I'm using. So let's just say I fire my LMG and I finish all the bullets in it. I go ahead and I just go to town on all my NPCs, and I fire up to 0. Now reloading my LMG is going to be around 5 seconds. 5 seconds of reload time. But watch how I get to mitigate it. So what I do is I switch to my other weapon. I fire that completely. Once I reload, you're going to see that logo. It just reloaded my LMG on the fly. And so because my assault rifle is also good, I can still use it when I've reloaded. And so when it's all done, I just swap to my LMG. And my LMG is fully reloaded, and I can just continue to lay down heavy fire. I love playing heavy gunner. That's one of my favorite parts to play. So the talent is actually a very good talent. It's like the middle ground of what Lone Star used to do in the Division 1. And so that's why I really enjoy it. Lone Star used to be one of my favorite builds from the Division 1 myself. Predator's Mark was my best, but Lone Star was one of my favorites. My backpack has Safeguard, like I've shared before. Now my gloves has Compensated, which says weapon damage is increased by 15% when your critical hit chance is below 20%. So I have no crit chance on this build. I have I think I have 0 from my stat sheet. I don't know if it's based on the weapon. Let's see what my critical chance is. Okay, critical chance is about 5%. So don't have up to 20%, so I'm good. I get the flat raw damage. I like this build because it's not complex in the math, but it's just straightforward. It shows you how much damage you're pretty much dealing. Knee pads has hard hitting and then has health. If I had one, maybe I'll probably want something like health on kill. Who knows? Anyways, that's the base of the build. Now my weapons, I have my P416. I like my P416. Inigo in his build runs a police M4 replica. And so, I mean, I don't have a good police M4 replica. I could go craft one, but I like the P416s because you get all this stability and you get decent accuracy. Mine comes with Allegro. I had to roll Optimist on mine in order to get weapon damage by 10% weapon damage for every 2% ammo that's missing from the magazine. If you look here, my LMG also has that. I didn't have to roll anything. It's just one of those LMGs that is just amazing. It's an M60 E4. Base magazine capacity is about 100, and it has the talent extra, and then it has double duty. Double duty says while holstered, reloading from empty gives you a 20% of your magazine back as free ammo. Can you imagine this? They need to rewrite this. Can occur every 30 seconds, once every 30 seconds. And then my holster talent on my P416 is overlap. While holstered, your equipped weapon gains a handling bonus based on the weapons type. So my LMG is getting a handling bonus from here. It's also getting a reload bonus from here. And so my DPS, my damage output's actually pretty good. I mean, I've been enjoying it so far. I've run two missions with it. And I would say there's a big difference from the other version of this build that I made. I made a different version of it by using Berserk, and I have another chest piece that has Berserk and hard hitting, and has, a lot of weapon damage, a lot of headshot damage, a lot of critical hit chance. And I will say that Unstoppable Force and Optimist do a good job. Now, maybe I have to go run Optimist on that one, on that build, but Optimist is one of those that you require 5 or less of your offensive stats. So that's probably a change that you can make. Another room for improvement on this particular build is the mask. I would like to get a mask that has, instead of all of these different attributes, that has damage to elites, which I have one, but then that would mean that I would have to go back and change the entire build again, which is not going to be too difficult to do actually. Regarding mods for my chest piece, my Fenris chest piece, I have me a defensive mod that gives me health, 10% health regeneration, and then 390 armor. I specifically chose that one with the armor because I knew it was something that would help me. And then here I have my skill power. I got headshot kill XP and then weak points kill XP. I just picked it. I like the kill XP ones, but not really big on the headshot kill XP one, but whatever. It gives me my field proficiency caches, and I want to get that gear always wanted to get that gear. And then on my knee pads, I have a generic protocol mod, which is just one of those mods that it just works. And I got LMG increased blind duration. My LMG doesn't blind, but I have LMG critical chance. Okay. But it's got hard hitting, so I have nothing to complain. For my skills, I switch back and forth between the turret and the seeker mines. When we're playing like one of our hard invaded missions, I use my seeker mines to continue to aggro them and get them out of cover, and just kind of like, do some damage dealing from distance, while I use my chem launcher healer in order to continue to heal myself. Now I'm a survivalist with this build, and so I'm getting a bonus assault rifle damage. I'm getting bonus shotgun damage, so I wish I could use a shotgun, but it's not practical for my playstyle. Now in Inigo's build, he uses the chatterbox as a second weapon to use all the talents that go with it in order to get the buff. Now I like the chatterbox as much as I love it, but when I'm playing invaded missions, it doesn't work for me. Instead, it works for me in maybe small missions. So like I said, go ahead and watch that build video. That build video will pretty much show you what this dude has actually done. He's the boss in doing a build like this, and I wanted to share my version with you guys, and I'm really excited that we can share ideas in the Division community. So that's my build. Gameplay is after this, and I guess you can watch the gameplay, and I guess I'll see you in my next video. Please leave comments and let me know how you can improve a build like this, and let me know if you have any pieces that let you run, maybe in your case you're able to run, on the ropes. I'm not able to run it just yet. I need to get some more pieces that'll work with everything here so far, and I'm going to keep grinding and I'm going to keep farming. So I'm going to get out of your hair. Thank you once again for your time and audience, for listening and for watching this video, and I guess I'll see you in my next video. Peace.
last radio contact with Espinosa came from a parking garage close to the shade node. Isaac has the location.
You're not getting away with that! You're gonna die! Ready to kill! Who am I? You bastard! How do you like my driving?
This is a good spot for a turret. Anything left of you? Healing. I'll get it one. Oh, shit.
Come out!
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack! Intruders at the east entrance!
Then kill them! What the fuck?
It's a division!
So? Fucking kill them!
Look for a way down to the garage and see if you can pick up Espinosa's trail. He tends to leave a mess.
Serious trauma detected.
You are so fucked!
Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be close.
Agent credentials authenticated.
There should be a terminal that'll let you reactivate the node.
Authorization granted. Please stand by. Intelligent System Analytic Computer reactivated. All Isaac subsystems operational.
That was the last step to getting Isaac fully restored locally. But we have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And a missing agent to locate. Continue your sweep of the complex.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hello? Is this the division? Looking for someone?
Who is this? How are you on this channel?
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. Wanna talk to him? If you want him back, we can make a deal. You back off, we'll deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
They'll keep him alive. They aren't stupid. Just find that hyena piece of shit and waste her.
vital signs critical. Agent in need of backup. Agent vital signs 0.
He didn't have to die here.
Serious trauma detected.
That bastard can't have gotten far yet. Go after her.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Vital signs critical.
Look, there is nothing you could have done for Espinosa. That fucking hyena was toying with us. I hope she suffered a bit before you finished her off. Anyway, thanks to you, we're an important step closer to getting the Shade Network back to full strength. You did good. I'll see you around.